No problem. Thanks for accommodating us early.
No worries. You know this nice weather or what?
Yeah, we're all right. You know, staying warm. You know. All right, tell me what's going on. How's the heat in there? Nice.
He's just doing okay. He's doing fine.
Oh, in there. He's done a couple years ago for you, I think, right?
Last year, yeah. So
2024.
Yeah. So this is fine. Everything's fine except one zone. It's just in the bedrooms. It's not working well. But back here, it's been pretty good. There's actually a smart move with the way the temperatures dropped this year. So
Smart.
yeah.
Well, you ain't stupid.
No. I like being warm. So.
I hear you. So tell me what zone's not working.
The bedrooms up top.
Okay. When did it stop working?
Last night.
Okay.
And my daughter's been complaining maybe it's getting a little cold the last couple of days, but it just seems like nothing's flowing through the whole zone.
Nothing's flowing through the zone. Okay.
Yeah, and maybe it's circulator, I don't know, maybe it's air in it. I tried to bleed the system a little bit, the radiators, and one radiator had water coming through, the other three didn't have anything coming through.
Is it the one that's labeled bed second? That's blazing hot? Or is it master bed?
Master bed is the one that's, I think it's master bed.
That's hot. That's hot.
Oh,
This is labeled 2, which I can keep my hand on. I don't know what that is. You know what 2 is? 2 is? Any idea what that is? Woo! Mucho caliente. That is hot. Yeah, a lot of freaking zones here.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's that one. All right, I sent Derek to the truck to get the 5-gallon bucket and a little washing machine hose and the tool bag. I have the homeowner turning off every single zone except for the zone in question. We're going to determine if this one Mark II is the circulator that is suspect right now. We'll deal with that, but let's just do a component identification here. We have a RB24 low water cutoff that's obviously abandoned in place, so there's no low water cutoff protection on this boiler. We have 4 zones here returning, followed by 2 more over there, so 6 returns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zones. This is the 7th, which I'm going to take goes nowhere. So it's set up for 7. We have a radiant indicated by that mixing valve going here to this. What is this? Embassy? Who makes this? Going to these radiant manifolds. And then here we have gas distribution with the track pipe, the yellow track pipe. At the time that was permitted, now it's not permitted. You need the black one. It's got that counter-strike technology built into it. Whole house water filter, AP802. Bypass valve, so it's going through there. There's your irrigation system. Back to here. This zone is on. They're all off, except for the indirect. So what we're going to do, let's make note of the indirect temperature, which is at, let's lower that. They're all off, except for, it's making a lot of noise. Looks like it's not doing anything. It seems like a lot of noise for that one little circulator. No change in audible noise by closing the valve. What you doing, Derek? You randomly picking, or are you using intelligence and pick which one it is?
No, it's because when we came in, these weren't as hot. So
This is cold?
it's like this was blazing and this was blazing.
So these 2 are cool.
Like
That one's hot. That one's indirect. That one's going down below. That way. So, all right, hook up to that. And then close the valve below. And let's see what the pressure is. Start purging. Looks like right around 12 psi right there on the tridicator gauge.
gonna leak.
All right, hold on. All right, pop it open. Yeah, it's that one. Let's see if we got any air there. Open that fully. Give it more pressure. Our relief valve is there. It'll discharge into a safe place. Make note of our pressure as we're fast filling. Not getting any air, but that is blazing hot now, so you may probably have a dead circulator, but let's give that a few more gallons of water. Keeping an eye on the pressure, keeping an eye on the bucket. Make sure nothing's leaking. Constantly checking pressure. Let me know once that comes back hot. Right now it's ice coldish. It's flowing, so we know it's not frozen. Almost at 20 psi. And you're almost at about 3.5, almost 4 gallons there. So if there's anything wrong here, it's going to be a defective circulator at this point. We can do that real quick. If there's any pockets of air, that'll come up. But looks like we are that. Let's close that. Let's close this valve. And let's turn off power to the boiler, which is not in this room somewhere. Oh, there it is. Let's close valves. That's abandoned in place. Let's close this. I should leave that open for a second. Let's close, 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 close. Okay. Series 2, P207 from March 2003. All right, open that up. I'm going to drain down the pressure of the boiler. It would have been nice if there was the purge station above the valve, but let's get rid of the pressure in the boiler. So this is that zone, but that's a check valve. I don't know if there's an IFC in there or not, but yeah, there's an IFC in there. We're going to get water there, but a little bit. It needs a new circulator, like the one we did a year and change ago. All right, so that valve is still open, right? We're going to get a little bit of water here. Just a little bit. Nah. I have to unbolt it in order to get to the wiring out of this bad boy. And crack the air out of the circulator flange. You're going to get some more water there. See? It's no longer airbound. That is hot like fire. Somebody call 911. Shorty fire burning on the dance floor. Whoa. But you know what? We'll take those gloves, those Viga gloves that are right there, because this is blazing hot and I don't feel like burning my hand today. Especially since I have a wedding to go to tonight and I got to dance. Yeah, don't remind me. I'm not happy about it. But it is what it is. Hot like fire. All right. I got my new Weehaw multi screwdriver. I like the actual regular screwdriver better. Look at that steam coming out of that circ. See that? Look at that. Blazing hot. Like hot like tamale. You know tamales?
Yeah.
Look how hot it was in there. Like even the neutral is like
brown.
Turned brown. Like, damn. Let's take that out.
Want me to put it in place?
Not yet, because I want to wire it in first. Okay. So you have the IFC in there. We have a multi-position circulator flange, which is good. We need to work on this power, but I need a ring. We need a MC cable or BX connector ring, the electrical ring that goes on that. Make sure the IFC is in the right direction. Now, even though there's check valves here, we'll install the one that came with the Circ. Our flange is our clear of debris. Let's put that right there. We could easily wire it in and access the electrical compartment. Evenly tighten up the bolts on the circulator flange. Let's do the upper. In case you're wondering, 5/8, 11/16. Links in the description box down below. Beautiful. Opened up the little cap on the number 87 B&G automatic air valve. Looks like it's 1/2 inch. Yeah, maybe 3/4, sorry. Get the air out, get the boiler feed valve open. Making progress. Okay, let's work on the electrical. Here is that little connector. We need the ring. Beautiful. Look at this crazy. How discolored it is. It's nuts. We should get a redhead in there. So fix that armor sheathing a little bit. Okay. Now, my redhead, the anti-short bushing, is going to go in there. Let's bring this down. And that's to protect the wiring from shorting out and rubbing against the cut metal of the armor sheathing. Beautiful. Okay. Give me your Wago. Level connector. I did it again. I need to put a band-aid on my boo-boo. Cut my finger up. Taking a temperature and pressure relief valve out of a wall hung machine this morning. Okay. And now here's this one. That's gonna go there. Okay. Let's bring this down there. Let's bring this over there. Beautiful. All right, let's tighten that screw up. Excellent. Okay. Opened up that supply valve on top of the circulator. Let's open up the purge valve. Get the air out of there. Derek's gonna hold the hose. We're gonna jack up the pressure on this bad boy. Derek, you should hold that hose. I'm not exaggerating. When that thing sprays water everywhere, you're going to know why. All right, circulator's on. Power. Why do we not have anything there? Is the zone not calling? This zone is calling. Master bedroom is calling. But this one's not. Well, that's... needs to be open. You know what's funny, Derek? You see the lower cutoff over there? See, it's not wired to anything. You know what this is? The harness for the lower cutoff.
Yeah, it is.
Crazy.